Is there anything better than being the bearer of bad news? It looks like, once again, another, we'll call it nerf. They may or may not want to. That's not what they call it, but it's still another nerf. And you can see it here. Reloading and perks. They're going to be changing the game mechanics again. And they're going to say it's not what that was intended. And it's kind of hard to believe it wasn't what was intended. It's just that some people found a way to cheat, so they're changing things. And, they're going to basically say blah, blah, blah in here. The blah, blah, blah is going to equal up to, hey, it takes you a second to reload a gun. So it's going to take you a second to reload your gun no matter what. And I'm going to tell you, I've worked hard to get weapons and made them just right so they could have a minimum reload on them. Now, I'm not a cheater, and I don't do a lot of these cheat things with them. Yeah, I have the zero reload Zagger, and no, I don't give two craps about what that's going to do to that, but because I really wasn't using it that much, and I didn't PvP, so therefore really wasn't cheating with it. I really used it as just a way to get from A to B faster because I did not like being so slow. And that's just, and that was also because of the threat level, trying to outrun people, trying to do things before people got there to raise the threat level. That was a lot of what the Zagger was good for. And they got rid of that, which is, like I said, that's fine, but so I got guns that purposely had a very low reload on them, especially guns that caused blur, so that I could have a chance of blurring even faster, and it looks like those are going to have a minimum of 1 second. So they just destroyed those weapons, which is awful. And of course, there's a big thing on Zaggers, which is I just went over, but all of this is saying, hey, you're going to have to take a second to reload. And I'm wondering to see how that's going to do, because listening to some of the talk, it kind of makes me think that maybe, is it going to take us, I don't know, with shotguns that, I don't mean, they'll reload quick still, I guess, but not quick like you see, like where it may say a low reload on some, on like, I have a gun that has 16 rounds in it, a shotgun, and it'll reload, it's going to reload like 2 shells at a time so that it doesn't look silly while you're reloading, so you're not moving at an incredible speed. And what they've done to the Zagger is they took away 2 of the reloads, and they made one of them damage, and the other one they give you a +2 mag. So yeah, now you're going to have a 2-barrel sawn-off that's going to have 4 rounds in it. So whatever. The reload is 1 second, and that 1 second is going to give you the animation. So technically it's probably going to be longer than a second. It's going to take you a full second to put the shells in. It's probably going to be more like 3 to 4 seconds for the full animation. So get ready for that one. That's going to be very interesting on how all that works out. Now, this is the one, this one really fries me as well too. Preparedness. I've always said preparedness should be something you equip, and now they are changing it. It used to be you threw the gun on your back and it just started filling up, and now the gun in your hand, when you reload it, it will give you 50% of the weapon on your back filled up. So they really changing this. Plus they put a 5-second cooldown so that you couldn't kind of get something that reloaded faster, even though they're nerfing reloads all the way across the board. Nerfing reloads. I mean, I'm almost flabbergasted by everything I saw when I saw this. I was like, what? Oh man! I mean, just if it's the Zagger, why haven't we just taken care of this gun yet? I mean, why is everything else in the game having to pay a penalty to this? And they're doing preparedness this way also so that you couldn't just throw the gun on your back and fill up your shotgun real fast. So I kind of get what they're doing, but for those of us who don't cheat and don't play PvP, this is, to me, it's really a kick in the groin. It's really not cool. So preparedness will still come in handy, but it's not anywhere near the perk that it used to be at this rate. Now, if it works like this, if it does 50%, I will say you have, rocket launcher type of situation where those things were a little more difficult. If you had one with 2 shells, technically that should put a shell in it on a reload, where it may not do that before, because it didn't. Some things, rocket launchers, detonators, didn't seem to work quite that well. So I don't know. Maybe it'll work better for those. We'll see. But I will say the perk the 25% stowed perk, so that when you like killed something or whatever, it would give you 25% of your stowed weapons. That will come in a lot more handy now that they're pretty much nerfing preparedness perk as well. So yet another perk technically is being changed, probably because somebody found a way to cheat with it. So there is that. And you see it here. These improvements are part of our ongoing mission to keep Defiance as the tightest and most robust massive co-op shooter on the market. Now, I have tried to stick this game in, and the lag, it was so horrendous that no was my answer. So there's too many server issues right now. And all I'm saying is server issues, and instead of fixing those, we're working on fixing a fantastic perk that I didn't see anything wrong with. And we're fixing reloads, which they're technically the Zagger was broken, but instead of fixing it yet again, they're doing something else. So, there's not good news there. And I'm not going to be nice about it. I guess I have been nice about it, but I'm not going to be as nice about it and go like, this is all right, we'll get past all that. They're breaking it. They're just breaking it, and I'm not really thrilled with it. I don't really see me wanting to put it in. They're really gonna have to put something in with Aftermath, because that's when all this is supposed to take place, is sometime after, either when Aftermath update happens or after it. It says, so I don't know, we'll see. I think it looks like it's gonna be with it, but that's just going to be that. I still don't know when Aftermath's coming out. I still haven't seen any postings giving any kind of time. I still don't, I'm still waiting to see some more on it to see what in the world's going to come with it, more than what we've been told. And they're just going to break more stuff as they bring something in. And they're going to bring stuff in, and we all love new stuff, but really and truly, it's time to look at the servers. It's time for something to be done. There are less players playing, and the servers are worse. They need to do something about the servers and quit worrying about the 1% of the players that play PvP. And hey, we got to fix all this stuff because PvP isn't working. PvP would work better too if there was a little bit less, crap. If the servers worked better. So, cheaters ruined the game. Again, I guess. So, getting ready for more crap to be fixed that didn't need to be fixed for those of us who only play PvE out in this game. So there's my little rant on it. So I'll let this go, and I'm sorry that I'm the one that's telling you this if you didn't know it, that they're junking more stuff in this game. Oh, I will catch you guys later.